So, it's me, your little boy, Kishamson. I have this video to give us. It's not your fault. Listen. I know that the truth is this. Our families, our relatives, our nephews, all will blame us for the sake or for the fact that we are growing, we are succeeding, and they are not. And many of them will surely turn their eye on us the moment they can't grow like us. So it's not your fault that they are not doing well. Let me just be real with you. It's not your fault, because faith without work is dead. This is what a lot of people don't understand. And envy, malice, jealousy is a place full of what? Ugly. And our God don't dwell in a ugly place. And the blessing of God maketh riches and added no sorrow. Whoever is envy of you, angry, mad, frustrated because of you, is already what? A failure. Without even what? A calculation. So, as a choosing, it's not your fault that they are not making it the way you are making it. Why? Because many of them focused on you, while you focused on yourself. Let's be real. Let me just stand up from this place. I'm just relaxing, doing videos. The truth is this. It's not your fault that they are not making it the way you are making it. Let me just be real with you. It's not your fault that many people around you are not succeeding the way you are succeeding. Because the truth is this. Many people believe the fact that they can make it with faith. Many people believe that they can succeed with faith. Many people believe that prayer can make them become successful overnight. Many people believe that praying 24 hours can bring food to their table. Believe me, it will bring nothing, not even bread. So it's not your fault that most of people are not succeeding. Because God cannot bless you when you envy the one he loves the most. Because the Bible says, the blessing of the Lord added and maketh what? Ways. The gift of the Lord maketh ways. So when the gift of God upon people around you, your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, when the gift of God is absolutely working around them, and you decide to do or to work against it, it turns against you. So my brothers and sisters, the truth is this. It's not your fault that they are not making it the way you are making it. It's not your fault that they are not succeeding the way you are succeeding. It's not your fault that they are not useful the way you are becoming useful. It's not your fault that they can't do what you are doing. It's not your fault that they are not excelling the way you are excelling. It is their fault that they refuse to understand the fact that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and powers. For touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It's not your fault that they are not making it. It's not your fault that they are not come to understand that upon Master Zion there shall be deliverance. It's not your fault that they refuse to understand the fact that there may not be the rain, there may not be the wind, that the valley will be filled of water. That is why the Bible says that wherever we step in, wherever we march in, wherever we go, wherever we touch, whatsoever we touch or do, we become what? Prosperous. This is what a lot of people find difficult to understand. Because that is not your fault that they are not succeeding the way you are succeeding. It's not your fault that they are not making it the way you are making it. It is their fault. Why? Because they refuse to understand and obey the will of God. You can't be angry, be frustrated because of what God is doing around your friends. You can't be envy of the blessing and the anointing of God and still be waiting to go far. Because the moment you start to envy someone who God have chosen, the moment you start to envy them, imagine the worst to happen around them. The Bible says, who is that speaketh? And it shall come to pass when the Lord our God have not commanded. He said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. He said he is the Lord. He will do what he says he will do. So many people don't understand the biblical word foundation of God's prosperity. You can never be envy of God anointed and still be waiting the anointing to promote you. You can never be envy of God word anointed one and still be waiting. Let me just tell you something. Most of them ought to be successful like you. Most of them ought to progress and succeed like you. But just the fact that they are so envy, full of malice, plotting evil behind the scene is the cost why they keep going down. Believe me, because the moment they saw start to pronounce, the moment Saul start to envy David, that is the day his downfall began. The moment Hezekiah, Haman, I mean to say, the moment Haman start to plot evil against Esther and his brethren, that marked the beginning of his what? Of his frustration. Haman had been prospering. Haman had been receiving a lot of opportunity from the king. Haman had been receiving a lot of what? Position, gift, promotion from the king. But the moment he started to plot evil against the anointed ones, because sometimes God don't show the chosen one the way you expect them to look. They can't just come and be telling you, we are choosing, they dress like kings and queens, so that you will know them. No. They may come like a black sheep in your home. They may come the way you never expect them and teach them and taught them and treat them the way you feel like. But when God is about to use them to do what? To punish you, he will turn the grass to become what? Sword against you. That is why it's not your fault that many people are facing the rod of what? Of downfall. That is why you need to understand that today many people are facing some battle that they don't know not of. Why? Because envy have filled their heart. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault, bro. Believe me, I won't lie to you. It's not your fault that they are not making it the way you are making it. It is their fault because they don't want you to grow the way you are growing. It is their fault because they don't want to appreciate what God is doing in your life. You know, sometimes people will see, I just don't understand why envy fools some people's heart. Sometimes people will see that God is blessing this person. That's why I love my parents so much. You know, I know that sometimes what you learn from your parents is something so gracious. You know, that's why I love them. You know, we don't have much, but I never one day, you know, see my dad and my mom discussing about other people's progress. No, I never once. Because I'm so close to them. Because last born we are like a rag. When I mean rag, if you have a rag that you use to wash in your cloth in your room, you keep it nearby because maybe children will do what will fall some certain wine, some certain what juice. You need it so close to you that you can use it to mop it instantly. You know what I'm saying? So we are like a rag to our mom and our father, the last born. So I know deep about them. I never see them discussing about another people issue. This person is becoming successful. Or this person is doing this. So let's do this. No. So my brothers and sisters, it's not your fault that many people are not doing the way you are doing. It's not your fault that many people are not progressing. Because the moment they start to plot that evil against you, that is the moment all the blessing that they ought to get divides to you. Believe me, because God cannot keep it there because he needs it. If you give your children wealth or you give them money, you need that wealth or that money to increase every day. I'm sure you understand me. So that is the reason why God automatically would allow it to divide to you because they themselves don't value what they have. So remain blessed. May God bless you. It's not your fault. It is their fault. Remember.